What's happening? Welcome back to the Star Wars headquarters. Hope you're all doing good, and we are talking about the next-gen update that Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order just received for the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X. I'm thrilled to see this. I'm going to go over all the details in this video, and then I'm going to talk about how the newly established Lucasfilm Games has just announced a brand new game. It's not a Star Wars game, but it's a huge announcement, and it's going to be a game that I'm really looking forward to. I'm sure many of you are also going to really look forward to this game as well. We're going to talk about that too. So let's go and start off and dive into the news on Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, one of my favorite Star Wars games, of course, and hit that like button if you are excited for Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order 2, which has been confirmed to be in development for some time now. Will we see anything at EA Play? We'll have to see this year. I'm guessing we will. But for now, let's take a look at this update and see what EA had to say about the next-gen update on the Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order official website. So this is the article they published today. It says Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order next-gen optimization update. And it says, some of you may have noticed a new title update being downloaded for Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. Below, you will find the release notes for this update, which improves backwards compatibility performance, specifically on the latest generation of consoles. And then it goes on to say, high-level summary of features include improved frame rate on Xbox X and Xbox Series X and Xbox Series S and PlayStation 5, improved dynamic resolution ranges for a higher resolution experience on Xbox Series X and S and PlayStation 5, and then improved post-processing resolution for both the Xbox Series X and PlayStation 5, not Xbox Series X. Now, if we go to console specific on this, for the Xbox Series S, it says the frame rate has been increased to 60 frames per second, up from 45 frames per second. That's a huge deal because, as you know, I believe that every single game on these next-gen consoles should indeed run at 60 frames per second. No excuse. That's what my opinion is. Or at least offer some type of performance mode, for 60 frames per second. Speaking of performance mode, it says Xbox Series X performance mode. It says frame rate has been increased to 60 frames per second. Dynamic resolution added in the range of 1080p to 1440p. So the big deal here is it's getting also a resolution boost up to 1440p. So that's actually a really big deal. And then also it says Xbox Series X normal mode has been improved, I guess you'd say. And it says post-processing has been increased to 4K, and the dynamic resolution in the range of 1512p to 2160p. So if you're really picky about your resolution, it looks like you're going to want to go for the 4K mode. But for me personally, I prefer that 60 frames per second. Now, if we go on to the PlayStation 5, it says frame rate has been increased to 60 frames per second, up from 45 frames per second. Post-processing increased to 1440p, and then dynamic resolution has been disabled, and the game is rendering at 1200p, up from 810 to 1080p. And then they said, as always, we appreciate your feedback. Should you run into any issues, please let us know. But there is the update for Jedi Fallen Order, the next-gen optimization update. And when the next-gen consoles released last year, this is something I was really asking for. I was like, where's the big next-gen update for Jedi Fallen Order? And it's really cool to see that at least they're doing a next-gen optimization update for the game. Now, there's no new content, unfortunately, but at least they are focusing on this franchise, of course, and giving it some type of update for the next-gen consoles. Now, will we see a Star Wars Battlefront 2 next-gen update? Will we see that? Who knows? We will have to see if that happens. You know, I do know that Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, it runs on the Unreal Engine, while Star Wars Battlefront 2, of course, runs on the Frostbite engine, so they're completely different engines. So I'm not sure how difficult it would be for them to upgrade Star Wars Battlefront 2 for the next-gen consoles, and would it be worth it? I don't know, but I think it would be cool to see. I think it'd be cool to see a 120 frames per second mode, you know, for the next-gen consoles for Star Wars Battlefront 2. Because when you go to 120 frames per second, the response time is insane. So we'll see if that ever happens. But, you know, if not, they'd probably reserve all of those next-gen features for the next Battlefront, of course, which is rumored to be in development. Now, we're also going to talk about what Lucasfilm Games announced today, and this is huge. This is huge news. It's not a Star Wars game, but it is an absolutely massive announcement. And this is the Twitter post. It said, a new Indiana Jones game with an original story is being developed by the award-winning studio Machine Games and executive produced by game industry icon Todd Howard of Bethesda Games Studios. Learn more, and then it brings you to this link right here at the official StarWars.com website, and they go over some more details. But I am super excited about this. They even posted a short little teaser here, and boy, am I getting some Uncharted vibes from this teaser. I could not wait for this game. I absolutely love the Indiana Jones franchise. So hit that like button if you are excited for this. And I'm really shocked to see that Lucasfilm Games has already announced a brand new game the day after they announced the formation of Lucasfilm Games. If you missed that, I did a video on that yesterday, so be sure to check that out if you missed that video. And then I also did a video on, you know, the rumored Star Wars Battlefront 3, and there were a lot of comments on that as well. So if you missed that video, be sure to click on the link in the description. Here is one of the videos, Star Wars Battlefront 3 teased by developer, and I go into details on how it looks like something is going on within the Star Wars Battlefront franchise, if you will. And this video received a lot of positive upvotes. It got 2,100 upvotes and only 90 downvotes. So a lot of people are believing what I'm saying here, and there's a lot of evidence. And I also published a lot of other videos as well on the YouTube channel that go over some other details, including the fact that there's new evidence that you know, Iden Versio is going to return. I published this video just today, so if you haven't seen that one, check it out. There's tons of new evidence that the actors that worked on Star Wars Battlefront 2 are coming back and working on a brand new Star Wars project. So be sure to check out that video if you haven't already, and thank you all for watching. Hit that like button if you enjoyed the video. Expect more new Star Wars news as we near EA Play. And then don't forget that EA conference call is coming up early February, so I'll be paying attention to that as well. But I'll see you all next time. Take it easy, everyone, and may the Force be with you always.